Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5 best racing wheel. Starting at number 5. Thrustmaster TMX. This is the entry-level force feedback wheel for Xbox, but that doesn't mean a disappointing experience, far from it. It actually means you get the feel of an arcade cabinet in your home, access to advanced features in your racing games that were previously denied to you, and you get a feel for what it's really like to drive a car. Obviously, the quality of the servo here is a far cry from the top-of-the-range products elsewhere on this list, but you so get forces pushing and pulling at the wheel as you race. There's nothing quite so exciting as seeing another car moving towards you and then feeling the nudge through your hands as you drive. It's like the game is actually happening. Games these days have a lot of detail in their force feedback systems, so a lot of the quality in terms of how good the effect is comes from the software, rather than the hardware. And since Thrustmaster is a respected brand, even their entry-level gear is worth playing. Coming at number 4. Hori Racing Wheel Overdrive. If you're concerned about the initial outlay of one of the more premium Xbox steering wheels on this list, then the Hori Overdrive might be the best option for you, particularly if you're just dipping your toe in the world of racing wheels. There aren't too many premium features here, though plenty of surface-level adjustments on the wheel itself and the pedals. You aren't getting force feedback here, which might not be a deal-breaker, especially if you are just getting started in the racing world, but is certainly a sacrifice in that super low price point. However, with adjustable dead zone, plenty of compliments on its build quality, and still 270A with circumflexive turn, there's plenty to love here. At number 3. Logitech G920. If you're after a slightly cheaper Logitech Xbox steering wheel, the G920 sees more regular discounts than its jacked-up sibling. You're still getting force feedback driving, but without Logitech's patented TrueForce technology, dropping dual clutch assistance, a progressive brake pedal, and certain dedicated selection and adjustment buttons. However, if you're looking for a great deal, the Logitech G920 has got it where it counts. The force feedback offers strong, smooth forces pushing and pulling against your hands as you control the vehicle. It feels slightly smoother to use than the Thrustmaster TX, but also a little less realistic. It's very much a deluxe game controller rather than a replica of a real steering wheel setup. It's not so strong that you'll have to physically wrestle with the car like with the Fanatec servos, but you'll still feel the steering go light when you understeer, clatter across curbs, and feel cars rubbing against you in tight packs. Lovely stuff. Number 2 of my list. Thrustmaster Ferrari 458 Spider. This is the budget end of the range, but it's still far better feeling for driving games than a pad because you get a wheel and pedals for progressive steering and brake/throttle inputs. Just remember, it's more suited to casual arcade racers than true sims. The most important thing here is what the unit lacks, and that is force feedback. There's this linear resistance on the steering wheel, which means it gets harder to turn the more you turn it. That's fair enough, but rather than a motor feeding back what's happening in the game through your hands, this is just a simple bungee cord that doesn't translate any of the action into extra movement. It's also worth noting that the wheel doesn't rotate as much between full locks, which means less precision. Less realistic, but better for arcade racing games. And number 1. Logitech G923 Steering. If you want a high-quality and reliable Xbox steering wheel, Logitech is a good place to start. They've been creating racing game accessories for decades now, and their tech has only gotten better with age. The Logitech G923 is one of their best creations yet. It's a real winner. Steering wheels are typically aimed at either entry-level players looking to dip their toes in the water of sim racing, or hardcore racers who have been doing this for some time now, but the G923 caters for both brilliantly. The G923 also offers perhaps the most immersion you'll get from any wheel on the market thanks to the new TrueForce technology. while still keeping the price point below the upmarket costs. Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.